guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if I'm super quiet. It's because May is sleeping next door and this is only like her third day in her toddler bed, so she's having a hard time sleeping. So I just want to make sure that I'm quiet so I don't wake her up. So yeah, that's why it's kind of like awkwardly, my voice is really awkwardly low, but sorry about that. This is just the best time for me to film, but I definitely wanted to film this video, and this is going to be all about my journey, I guess, and this new journey I'm going on for a healthier lifestyle, eating wise, exercising wise, mentally, all of that, and kind of like my story and like where I've come from through this journey with my weight and all that through my whole life. So I did want to thank you guys all for being here and watching this video, and I really hope you guys all enjoy. So to start out, right now I am 22. I can't remember my age. I just turned 22 like a few weeks ago, and I do have a 1.5-year-old. So I have been pregnant and all that. Just to give you like a little background. Now my whole life I have been overweight. I mean, maybe not my whole life. When I was younger I was really skinny, kind of just like how May was, where she was just like tall and lean. I was a lot like that build. I would say up until the age of like 7 or 8 is when I started gaining weight. Now I don't have any exact reason why I started gaining weight. I mean, it could have been a lot of stuff. My parents were divorced when I was young. It could have been anxiety, could have been anything like that. I could give you all these different excuses, but pretty much I was always just a picky eater, so I always ate things that maybe weren't the best for me. And when you're a kid, you don't really realize that, I think. So I never really realized that I was like chubby or fat until I got to middle school, because that's when I started getting bullied for it. Now, if you've been to middle school, you know what it's like. Kids are really mean. That's when they start becoming like really mean. And so I got bullied a lot for my weight, for my religion, for not being smart enough, things like that, but mainly my weight. And so that's when I really started realizing like, oh, I am kind of chubby, and I looked in the mirror, you know, and knew that I wanted to change things. But when you're that young, you don't really have a lot of motivation and willpower. At least for me, I didn't. So I didn't really do anything about it. And because the bullying was so bad, I did go to a different high school, and it was the high school that my sisters went to, so I decided to go to that one. And so I went to high school and I made a bunch of new friends, and it was awesome because I felt like no one really picked on me for my weight anymore. Even though I knew that I was still overweight and chubby, people didn't like make that known to me. I mean, there might have been comments here and there, but it wasn't as bad as middle school, that's for sure. And so around like probably my junior year is when I was like, okay, I really want to start like doing things to lose weight. So I would bring my own lunches to school instead of eating the school lunch. I started taking like a dance class at my school instead of PE, and that was a good form of exercise. I just did the little things here and there. I wasn't really watching my like weight per se, but I was doing things healthier in my life, and I don't know if I lost weight or what, but I felt better. And then also through my senior year was pretty bad because me and my best friend used to always go and eat out, and I never worked out, so I probably gained a lot of weight then. So then after high school, fast forward to then, I did my first year of college at my dad's house. So I was living in California at the time, and so I was in college and I was just really into YouTube, so I watched a lot of YouTube videos. And at that time, this was 2013, at that time I feel like a lot of like vegan / vegetarian YouTubers started like getting more popular, so I would watch videos like that, and I contemplated going like vegetarian or vegan, but then I just thought that'd be really hard for me because right now I'm going from eating all this junk food and all this straight to that. I felt like it would be too hard for me, at least because I know myself. So then I found this program called Herbalife, and if you don't know what that is, Herbalife is basically a smoothie, like a supplement, protein powder, there we go, that you add into either water or like I would do smoothies, so like milk with bananas and strawberries, things like that. And then I would take like 10 different pills with it throughout the day that were supposed to help me lose weight. So I started that in about March, I think, of 2014. And when I started, or I did that while I was living at my dad's, and I only did it twice. I kept with it, but I did move out of my dad's house in May. So from March to May, I lost about 15 pounds, which was pretty good for me. That's 2 months, 15 pounds. I thought that was great. So then I moved to Utah, and I lived with my mom, and I was going to serve a mission. So I decided, well, if I'm gonna serve a mission, I'm gonna wanna, you know, lose more weight, because I might have to do some biking and walking and stuff like that, and I wanna be more fit. And so I was continuing with the shakes, but I was also lessening my portions and eating healthier foods. And also with those shakes, how it goes is you drink the shakes for 2 meals, and you only have 1 meal a day, and it's just like a healthy meal, like a salad. So it's really restrictive, but for me, I was fine. I would still eat little healthy snacks through the day, and I was fine. So I did that. And I moved to Utah, and I got my second job actually, but my first job in a daycare. And this daycare I worked at particularly was very, very, very fast paced. And so I worked there, and I was move all the time. And I was still taking those shakes, and I was eating not a lot of food. I mean, to be honest, it was very restrictive, and I would come home exhausted, so I wouldn't eat dinner. But I felt fine. I felt like I had energy and all that. And I did end up losing, about 30 more pounds after that, after I moved up here, from the time frame of May 2014 to about September 2014. I lost about 30 more pounds, which is a lot of weight to lose in that time period. And I was super happy. I was fitting into jeans I never fit into before. I just felt really good. And this is the time that I met Colton. And Colton and I started dating, and I was still eating pretty healthy. But then as we started dating more, I started getting more lax, and we started going to like In-N-Out and, you know, all these unhealthy restaurants. And I was eating more and more things that weren't good for me, and I had less and less time to work out. And I also got a different job at a daycare that was less fast paced, and so it was more kind of lazy. And this is while we were engaged. Now fast forward to our wedding, I had gained about 10 pounds from the point when I was the least to the wedding date. I gained about 10 pounds, and I was still fine with that. I still felt pretty good. You know, I never wanted to be like thin. Of course I want to be like thin, but I for me, like, I thought I looked good. I still had my curves. I was still like chubby, a lot of people would say, but I felt good, and that was what was important to me. So basically on our wedding day, that was I had gained about 10 pounds from my least amount. And then right after I got married, our honeymoon, all that, I didn't care about what I ate. You know, we were takeout all the time. So about 2 months later, let's see, March, April, May. And about May is when I found out I was pregnant with May. And I went to the doctors, and when she weighed me, I was about 15 pounds more from my wedding date. So in 2 months, I gained 15 pounds. And so then I was up a total of about, what was it, like 25 pounds from what I weighed when Colton and I were dating. So I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And I knew I had a high risk pregnancy because I was overweight. And I was like, oh my gosh. So during my pregnancy, I gained about 20 pounds, which isn't bad, but I mean, it isn't the best. My doctor only wanted me to gain like 15 or 10 or 15, but you know, it's hard when you're pregnant because you're making a baby. So I did end up gaining about 20 pounds. And then right after I had May, I lost all that plus like a few pounds. But then because of breastfeeding, I was hungry all the time, and I wasn't really watching what I was putting in my body, because at the time I was like, I really didn't care. So I ended up gaining, I watched the scale go up. I didn't even weigh myself for a while. And then a few months after is when I noticed, okay, this is bad, and I was up about 15 pounds from my beginning pregnancy weight. So I wasn't totally at the point of where I was at my end of my pregnancy, but I was getting up there. Now, about a month ago, actually 2 weeks ago, because that's when I started this journey, I weighed myself, and I was 1 pound away actually no, I was at the exact weight of what I was the last day of my pregnancy at 41 weeks pregnant. And that was the point where I was like, this is not okay, this is not healthy, I don't feel great, I don't look good, this isn't good because I can't be active with my daughter, and I don't like this. So that's the day that I decided to start this journey, and that was 2 weeks ago on Monday. That was my birthday. On my birthday though, I pretty much didn't really care what I was eating, so it was really on the Tuesday, but I just count it as Monday because it's the start of the week. So basically I started that, and what I've been doing is I've just been lowering my portions a bunch, eating a lot more clean things, a lot more fruits and veggies, and whole wheats instead of whites. And I've been exercising 3 times a week at the gym. I got a membership again, and basically in the past 2 weeks, my first week last week, I ended up losing 3 pounds, and then this last week I lost 2 pounds. So total in 2 weeks I lost 5 pounds, and I mean, I don't really see it, but I definitely feel it. I feel a lot better. I feel like I have a lot of energy. So I have no idea if I'm in the same location, like angle that it was before, but I'm now joined by May and baby Everett. They both, oh, May just woke up and Everett just got here. So yes, this should be fun. But I can't really remember where I left off. So yeah, my goal is to lose 2 pounds a week, and my overall goal is to lose, are you okay? The baby's a little sad, is to lose an overall weight, for right now at least. My smaller goal is to lose about 25 more pounds, so it'd be 30 pounds total. And then I'd be back to the weight that, under the weight I was at before my first pregnancy. And so that's my goal right now. I'm hoping that I can do that, and so 2 pounds a week, so I'm giving myself like till the end of the year, maybe a little after that, to lose all that weight. So I'm hoping I can do that. I've been really good. I've been choosing, you know, wiser things, healthier things. I've been or making wiser decisions with my snacks, eating a piece of fruit rather than, you know, some chips or stuff like that. And basically I feel really good. I've noticed my face is a lot clearer, not as many pimples, and I have more energy, and my headaches have gone away. That's a huge thing that has happened. My headaches have gone away, and the aches and pains that I normally get have gone away as well, because I'm guessing those were like weight related and maybe food related as well. I'm not really sure. But oh, the baby's getting sad. Can I get the baby out? But basically my goal, or those are my goals, and I'm not gonna put my weight out there just because I'm not comfortable with that. Maybe in the future I will, but for now I'm not comfortable with that. And basically I want to make these weekly updates so I can hold myself accountable, and you guys can hold me accountable and things like that. But yeah, I'm super happy to be making these videos and making these lifestyle changes. And yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think, maybe words of encouragement, things like that. Leave me a comment down below, I'd love that. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!